Live at 5, it's Offer Review, and we're going to have an interesting conversation here today about Shang-Chi. Before I talk about Shang-Chi, I want to give some context of what's happening here. This is a Marvel live stream that happened yesterday. This is not a Scopely employee. This is somebody that works for Marvel corporate on the main Marvel YouTube channel that was doing some PR work for Marvel Strike Force. So this was like a promotional live stream. Cerebro's there kind of like coaching her along. She is not a Marvel Strike Force player. She's kind of like her first time experiencing it. Now she has played the game before because they've done this promo a couple times, this duo a couple times where she has played the game a couple times. Interesting thing. So she's playing Shang-Chi for the very first time ever in her life. And then around the 41-minute mark, Shang-Chi does a heal, and it's interesting what she says to Cerebro. This is someone that does not play the game like we do every single day. What does she say?
Yes. Did he just heal?
Did he just heal?
He just hit him and healed?
Did he just hit him and heal with his special?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so, Cerebro.
There we go. We got a W.
He's like, I don't know what just happened.
All right, we got the win.
And so this is what baffles me, is that this person right here discovered that Shang-Chi had a heal within minutes of playing him for the first time, yet it made it live into the game. We complained about it early. 3 weeks have passed and no acknowledgement of a problem or anything like that. And I just want to say, it's coded super wonky, negative damage, and we're not going to get to the bypassed heal blocks. It was very obvious for some players that he was doing so much healing, and he was easily the best healer in the game. So this is the official response from Cerebro, which came out just a couple hours ago. There have been some questions about Shang-Chi regarding the fact that he's performing heals in combat, despite there being no reference in the ability text or when he was announced previously. Yeah, because we reported this right away, right when we've discovered this, when he was made available. I've been telling the developers about this for a minute, been making videos about it. It's fine. This actually is a bug that manifests when Calling Wing's an ally. I don't know if that's true because I think other people have tested it without Calling Wing and it worked without Calling Wing. And causes piercing damage to mistakenly be counted as negative damage, thus becoming a heal. Okay, I don't know. While investigating the root of this problem, the team is observing the performance of the Heroes for Hire team, including Shang-Chi. Coincidentally, the performance of the team with the healing bug is actually providing some positive results that puts the team on par with their intention. We believe that as a proper healing mechanic for Shang-Chi would be appropriate. So basically, I believe I'm just going to guess on this. I think they test things to work a certain way, but they don't actually play the kits when they do it. Like they run simulations. Like, we want the team to do this versus this team. Okay, run it 10,000 times in a simulator and give me the results. Hey, that didn't really work the way we want it, so we need to tweak this character a little bit. Run another 10,000 in the simulator. Without actually playing the game or looking at the actual kits. Like, they don't actually play it. I think they just run it through a simulator to get the desired outcome, and then they tweak the character stats up and down just to get the desired outcome. And that way it never gets looked at by an actual person. So they didn't notice this healing because, just like the Lady Dare did, she figured it out right away. And they didn't also notice the counterattack, right? Which is trash. Because we go back, how many characters has this happened to recently? This happened to Shang-Chi. This happened to Deathpool. This happened to Misty. This happened to Maria. I believe this happened to Moondragon, but Reminix caught it early. Like, every character for, going back has been bugged. Captain America Sam Wilson, it's like they don't look at the... It's like they actually... I think they run simulations. They don't actually play the kits. So this is the solution, and this is problematic. Today, and this is being tested right now, we'll be implementing a fix for this bug. At the same time, give Shang-Chi a proper heal mechanic. Special ability text will be updated to include heal self and all hero for hire allies for 50% of this character's max health. All right, so this is a significant heal. The problem with this is that I believe it was working without outside of the Heroes for Hire team, and a lot of people were planning on the possibility of using Shang-Chi in Dark Dimension 4 or even in Doom raids, Doom 1.1, because he was significantly healing, and he was healing members outside of the team. It wasn't just Heroes for Hire. I saw it. I have footage of it. He was healing the entire team. Now, the counterattack was, so this is a problem because this is not the way it was. So, but they are adding the text. He's probably one of the better healers in the game, but it's going to be confined to Heroes for Hire. That part of this fix is controversial. I think there's a lot of people that would prefer that this to be a part of the, have it a heal mechanic for the entire team. We'll see what they do. I wasn't planning on it. Okay. Additionally, there will be an update to the special ability text regarding how Shang-Chi applies counter to include the Heroes for Hire allies. This will make the text accurate how the ability currently functions. The team will closely monitor the change to ensure that delivering the desired results. Thank you for your patience while we work to address this issue. What I really wanted to hear is we're going to actually test the character so this doesn't happen again and again and again and again and again and again. They didn't say that. Would it hurt to say we're actually going to have an actual person who plays the game? You know what? Why don't I maybe an actual person that plays the characters before it goes live? Maybe they would discover this if they played it for 41 minutes. Maybe they just need to put in 41 minutes to discover this. That's how long it took her to discover it was working wrong on a live stream. Maybe it should say right here, in the future, we've committed to at least testing the characters for 41 minutes because that's what it takes, how long it takes a person that doesn't really play the game to find a bug. Maybe we'll start doing that. Wouldn't it be nice if they said something about actually testing the characters before it goes out? Obviously, they don't. I think they use simulators. It's just they were like sim battles. And then they tune the characters to get the desired result rather than actually playing the kits. They didn't notice the counterattack. They didn't notice the heal. It's garbage. This game is expensive. This game is super I'll show you how expensive it is in offer review. Hey, let's go see how expensive this game is. Offer review time. Oh my God, I'm a little animated. I just don't like things bugged. They're going to expect us to spend this crazy money on this hobby that we love. Test it. And I don't think their solution is adequate. I think there's going to be people upset about it. I don't know how I feel about it. We're going to find out. We don't even know if the proposed fix, which is supposed to be live right now, is actually going to work. We're going to test it in War tonight. We're going to test it in raids. We're going to find out. But anyways, this is a garbage offer. I'm a little salty now. Reminix got me salty. Big shout out to Reminix, by the way. All right, this is trash offer. It's just trash. RTA is over in a couple days. You've either bought this already or not. Let's move on. Within the Shadows orb offer. My understanding is he's working correctly. There's no bugs on this character. He's quite good. Everybody's saying that he's quite good. Initial response on him. I did his T4 on his passive, and I put Skirmisher on him. 100 shard unlock. He's supposed to be a part of, the data mine suggests that him and Cloak are going to be inside the next battle pass, but it's going to be some sort of weird system where you get either or. I'm not really sure. But we don't know how they're officially going to be released. But they, in my 2 videos ago, I said that I thought they were as important as Maria and Colleen. I believe they might be more important than them. Initial testing seems like they're very good. Anyways, do what you got to do. I got him unlocked. He's been working well. Double 3-star unlock. Save over 90% and get 2 3-star characters for $20. So let's just put this Mega Orb is worth $5. And then I don't know what these 2 are worth. I guess there is some advantage to Loki because Loki can help you unlock not only Black Bolt, but also Phoenix, because he's a villain mystic controller. Captain Marvel is not as useful as she once was. She was definitely one of the strongest characters of the game, but power creep has made her not that as important anymore. Now that, maybe 2 years ago, these are both characters that have their time has kind of came and went. I actually don't use these characters too much anymore. I don't use Loki at all. And I think I use Captain Marvel on defense and war, but I'm not sure how effective she is really. Do what you got to do. Gear tier 15 offer, $35 for absolute garbage. This is an atrocious offer. I don't see there's any situation where this offer makes any sense at all to me. In no world does this make any sense at all. This is absolutely trash. This offer belongs in the dumpster, along with their QA team. In fact, I hope this offer is in the same place that the QA teams, if the QA team even exists. I don't even know if they're real people over there. I'm sure they're nice people, but they're not doing their work the results of their efforts are not being manifested in this game. The end. Gold promotion credit offer. This is also garbage. This is worth about $5. This is worth about $3. That's worth about $3. That's worth about $6. So I don't see how that this is worth over $30. Do you want to spend $150 to get a little more than 100 tokens to take one single character from 4 to 5 stars for $150? This is garbage. Garbage. All right. Gold medallion offer. Now, a lot of people messaged me on this. We do know what the results are if you get all 10 Shang-Chi's. If you get all 10 Shang-Chi medallions, let's see if I can put it on the screen here. I've got it right here. Big shout out to whoever put this on my Discord. I'll give you a shout out to John Walker. So if you do collect all 10 of the medallions, you will get a bonus 25 shards. A bonus 25 shards. I don't know if that's worth it, because there are 7 medallions you can get by playing the game, like you're either logging in or doing the milestones. 3 of the medallions, the last 3 medallions, and you only need to do 7 medallions to get the costume. But if you end up getting all 10 medallions, which means you actually have to buy this offer, the $5 offer, and then the 1,000 core offer, you'll get an additional 25 Shang-Chi shards. Problem with this is pretty garbage offer. This is a random 36 G15s for $20. Anyways, let's move on. Redwood medallion offer, $5 for up to 30,000 war credits. This is better than the $5 offer that we had yesterday for 4,200 war store credits. If you need war store credits, I believe this is one of the best ways that they've sold it in the past. A lot of people report they get 10,000-ish or so of these war store credits. War store credits is important currency for sure. Let's move on. Daily Fire Essence offer. This is a trash offer. There's been quite a few offers that include campaign energy, and those offers are way better than these offers right here. And if we come across some here in offer review, we'll talk about them, but this is not a good offer. Let's move on. Elite 4-star orb offer. This is an Elite 4. This is anchor pricing. I pulled chat here, and most people value this at under $10. I personally try to value this around $12. Anchor pricing on this is $20. Let's move on. Red Star Ultimate Pack. I value these at $1.50. So we've got 6 over there. So we've got $9 value, not even close to $25. Samurai for Hire offer. Oof. It's a defensive war team. And let me say, we don't even know if this team is going to work correctly, even if the changes that just went live a couple minutes ago, and if it's going to be a formidable foe still to Infinity Watch. That being said, in my opinion, defensive war teams are somewhat nuanced, and they're usually effective for a limited time until we're sold a proper counter to them. That being said, I am getting use in her in the Gamma Raids in 4.3. She seems to be pretty good there in the Heroes for Hire lane, but not everybody has the Defenders / Hero for Hire lane. Anyways, I don't know. This is just kind of a nuanced thing for defensive war teams, and also it's uncertain whether or not this team is going to perform effectively anymore given the changes. ISO 8 energy offer. So there is a calendar offer that I like more than this. The calendar offer gives out the energy over a period of time, but this right here is 1,000 energy for $15. I don't place a high value on these. Worth noting, there's 2 added benefits, well, 3 added benefits really. First of all, 2 months ago they boosted what this energy actually gives out in the nodes. It gives double ISO 8, double ions, gives some orbs for opening green ISO, And right now, we're pushing to get to level 85. This will help you get to level 85. That's a new thing they added. And it also awards fire essence when you spend it. So this is great if that's what you want to do. Not a fan of these. I'm not going to be a fan of offers that have that. I'm not going to buy this. I buy the one that is just campaign energy. So we've had other ones of those that I've liked. Let's move on. Red Star Mega Pack. At best, I value these at $1.50 a piece. So there's 5 of them there. So $7.50. Basic T1 ISO 8 offer. I don't have a valuation on this. Don't have a valuation on this. Wow. My feeling is this. What we really need is ions. It seems to me we have an abundance of blue ISO materials. We get a lot of the pieces. What we really need is blue ions and a blue ion deal. So this is not good. Actually, I'm gonna say, without knowing a lot about it, just looking at this right now, I think this is trash. What we need is ions. We don't need this at all. I think this is garbage. We need ions. Scopely, we needed a discounted deal on blue ions, not this garbage. All right. I don't have a valuation on this. I'm not buying it because what I need is ions. Everybody needs ions. It's not a good system. I'm not a fan with the blue ISO system. It seems like they're giving you an abundance of the blue ISO, shorting us on the ions, and so that you feel like you need to get ions, and then it's random, and then you don't get enough pieces of one thing. It's just really wonky system. Let's move on. Trash. Okay, Orb Draft. So I used to buy this. I'm not buying this anymore. Red Star valued $1.50, so that's okay if you get that. Premium Orb valued $1, so it's okay if you get that. Training Orb I valued $1.50. 14 basic orbs, probably worth less than $1. I was favorable to this offer. I just don't really need any of these items at this time, so I'm not going to buy this. Let's move on. Special Orb Draft. Value Gold Orb at $2. Training Orbs at $1.50 a piece. That's worth about $3. Premium Orbs value $1 a piece. That's worth about $3. So I guess the downside to buying this is if you bought it, you get a gold orb for $3. I don't think that's a good deal. Let's move on. Legacy 1, I value these orbs at 25 cents a piece. They do have some good characters in there from the first year the game came out. Plus, there's a little bit of gold in there. There's also purple gear in there as well. Anyways, I'd buy this if it was like $1.25 or something like that. Gold orb bundle. This is pretty bad. Best I value this orb at $2. This is a Blitz orb, which I value at 10 cents, and that's maybe worth another 40 cents. So maybe $2.50. It's not worth it. Limited time sale. Nothing limited about this. No, this is not a great deal. Best I value these at $2 a piece. That's $12 plus another $4. So $16. No, that's not worth $30. All right. I don't like any of this stuff down here. Typically, I'm just going to skip over everything down here towards the desks, and I'm going to talk about this. A spectacular offer will give you 1 silver medallion, which contains 30 Shang-Chi shards, and up to 20 Colleen and or Misty Knight character shards. And that is true. You can get 20 Colleen or Misty or some multiple of that, or you could get 10, but a minimum of 10 and or Colleen or Misty. Is it worth it? I don't know how good Shang-Chi is now. With that they've changed his text and they've changed his kit a little bit to work differently. Anyways, but this was a better deal. When the character was initially made available for public to get, you could spend 800 cores and get 10 shards. So this is a significant discount from this. I have 7 more days to get it. I'm not sure. A lot of people have bought this and they tell me that they thought they got a good deal. This I do like. We're going to buy this right here. 250 energy for 175 cores. Now, I highly recommend doing the 50 cores on the campaign energy refreshes. If you go to this is more expensive than the 50s, but less expensive than the 100s. And you get this Blitz currency. So I'm going to buy this because I can farm some more gear and some things like that. And we're going to toggle over. We got a couple more offers here. Purple gear. We're not buying purple gear anymore. It's trash. More garbage. Super garbage. Gold. That's at they put these on the bottom. But if you need gold, this is a C- offer. I value gold orbs at $2 a piece. So $6 plus another $2. So that's maybe $8 value for $10. Not great. And let's toggle over to the free-to-play account. See what we got going over there. I'm losing steam here. Elite Shield Hawkeye offer. So this is 45 Hawkeye shards for $5. I value the campaign energy at $1. So you're getting the Hawkeye shards for $4. If you need Hawkeye, I guess that's reasonable enough. Not a lot of people. Most people have Hawkeye already. We talked about that. Garbage. That's garbage. That's okay. That's really bad. All right, so this is for Jubilee. This will have random selection of the Pimtech. Also in this orb is Wasp and Ant-Man. The problem with this orb is that you could spend $20 and only get 30 Ant-Mans or whatever character you don't need. So it's kind of random. And the idea here is that if you're scrambling to get Jubilee, she requires 5-star members of Pimtech. Let's move on. Ooh, Slingshot. Boy, Yo-Yo was, I still use Yo-Yo a lot in RTA. She's still holding up pretty well as her effectiveness in RTA. One of my favorite characters. If you have Black Bolt and you want to take advantage of Yo-Yo with Black Bolt, they're a great combo. But I would just get her, she was released in the store. With the Raid store, I can't remember. She's not that hard to get anymore. So I wouldn't spend the money on her, to be honest with you. I would just get her through the normal means. Anyways, let's move on. Shadowcat offer. So the 3 super vital members of the team, if you just unlock Jubilee, is going to be Bishop and Beast. Kitty Pryde and Iceman absolutely makes the team better. If you have all the members of the Astonishing X-Men, but you don't have Kitty Pryde and you want to pick her up, I get it. But really, the team functions on 3 members, actually. Bishop, Beast, and Jubilee. They actually work quite well as a trio. All right, we talked about that. Let's keep going. Bishop. Okay, if you unlock Jubilee and you have Beast, you might want to consider picking up Bishop. But he's available in the War Store, and 50 character shards for $30 is kind of on the pricey side. There we go. No. Okay. This was not in the original offer review. I prefer this offer over the $15 offer with the 1,000 campaign energy and the 2 random orbs that I don't really like. This is 910 ISO 8 campaign energy. It comes over a 7-day calendar. I don't know why. Well, I guess for me, that never bothers me that you get it over a period of time. Some people seem to be super bothered by a calendar and they feel like, oh, I can't have it right now today. Oh, you'll get it over a course of a week. I guess for me, it's 6 one way, half a dozen another, but a lot of people don't seem to like that. But 910, that 910 energy over the course of the week will help you get to level 85. Will also give you the Fire Essence currency as well. I bought this on my main account yesterday. I am favorable to this offer. Let's move on. We talked about that. Let's see if there's anything else. I think we're going to do it. I just want to put this out here to wrap up some of my thoughts here on the Shang-Chi. I think what I really want with Shang-Chi is characters. I want to feel like the developers earn our money. I want to feel that they care about the game as much as I do. I want to feel like that they're passionate about their product, and it's because we're paying top dollar prices for this to play this hobby that I absolutely adore and love. I just want to feel like they're not wasting our time and not wasting our money. It's kind of like a respect thing at this point when characters always come out bugged. I think we're like 6 out of the last 7 characters have been bugged. It's terrible. It's really discouraging, and my passion to the game is and my salt is fueled by passion. But I want to tell you, when things keep going shitty over and over and over again, it turns to apathy, and there won't be any more salt here because I'll be playing a different game. All right, guys, bye.